Hello guys, how's it going? Just finishing getting set up here. Welcome, welcome. All right, it's a good day here in Colorado. I'm really excited about this free live webinar. Hello, welcome. So there's a chat box at underneath the video stream that you can type in your information. And I'd love to know where you're from, and yeah, just a quick little where you're from. I have some music playing in the background, and in a couple of minutes, we're gonna get started. So let me know where you're from. I'm gonna flip over to my slides so that you guys can see those. All right, let's turn the music down a little bit, and I'd love to know if you guys can see the slides. I'll give it a few more moments. All right, I think that you guys can see the slides. All right. Yes. Very awesome. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Okay, there it goes. Just making sure everything's working properly. All right. Yes, that's right. How's it going, Hazel? That's correct. And the next slide coming up should be a slide that says the yoga of gratitude. All right, that's awesome. So I'm really excited about this free live webinar. We've got some, I've got some really awesome information to share with you guys. And this is actually the second webinar that I've done so far. Last month we had a webinar, and we had it, we were releasing our 6 Bodies series, and today we're releasing a whole different project, and I'm really excited to be able to share this information with you. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So let's begin. So this is a quote from Yogi Bhajan. The slide should pop up soon. So the quote is, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." So let me repeat that. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I actually shared this quote in one of my periscopes not too long ago, and just to demonstrate the importance of our soul body, the importance of having a connection to our spiritual practice and to our spiritual self. And in that is what actually helps us to see a bigger picture of what is going on with our lives. So we get stuck in the physical reality, but it's important to see what is beneath all of that. So I want to introduce myself. Real quickly. and let you guys know why I am here today sharing this information with you. So let's see. My name is Melisa Jai Gobind. I'm a certified Kundalini Yoga teacher and a musician. And I've actually been teaching yoga since 2010, and I have actually loved every single minute of it. I started teaching Vinyasa yoga, and it soon flourished into a bunch of other types of yoga. I started teaching sculpt yoga, which is yoga with weights, and then I transferred to teaching yoga that was vinyasa and then core power yoga. But ever since 2010, I dove into the world of yoga. So about 4 years ago, I was introduced to Kundalini yoga, and it actually changed my life entirely. And let me tell you how that works. So Kundalini yoga is a completely different practice than regular types of yoga. What we see in mainstream society is a yoga that is mostly for the physical body, and it's mostly about stretching the muscles and being more connected to your physical body and getting a little bit more flexible in the body. Now with Kundalini yoga, you also get that effect, but it takes it a lot deeper. So here's 4 things that I want to share with you about how Kundalini yoga changed my life. So Kundalini yoga brought up the things that I needed to let go of. And even though that was challenging for me, I was able to see the world through a different perspective. I was able to see my life with a different perspective. I saw like all the bad habits, all the negative habits that I had in my mind, and all of those things that I believed and I judged myself for that were harmful to me. In that process, my third eye opened and I started to see the big picture of my life and every situation that I was in. Everything, and I'm telling you, everything became clear, and I knew what I had to do to change my life. So if you like what you are hearing so far, you can share this webinar with your friends. You can share it on Facebook. There should be a button on the page that you can click to share it. And if you can't find it, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so your friends can also get the replay, so you can also share this webinar with your friends on Facebook afterwards, or even through email afterwards when you finish the webinar. So they'll get the replay and be able to do all of this that we are going to do together live. All right, let's continue. So are you guys ready? Type in the chat box so I know that you guys are there. Just let me know that you can hear me well. Just put a yes. And all right, awesome. Oh, cool. You manually shared, Hazel. That's amazing. You can share it on Facebook as well. Yeah, that's Carol right there. Nice. Okay, here we go. So I'm curious, I just wanted to know where you guys are tuning in from, if you wanted to share that with me, or if there's anything that you want to make sure that I cover, you can write it on the chat box right now, and I'll make sure to answer your questions. If I don't get to them during the presentation, then I will definitely answer your questions at the end of the presentation. So feel free to write those in now if you have a really pressing question about Kundalini yoga, and then we'll continue on with the slides. Okay, so what are you going to get today? Here's what you're going to get today. So there are 5 different things that I want to do with you in this presentation. The first one is Oh, okay, cool. What is the definition of the word Kundalini? Okay, we're gonna get to that at the end. Okay, so what I want you to do, and I actually might actually cover it in these first few slides. So what are you gonna get today? You're gonna get an introduction into what is Kundalini Yoga. We're gonna do a gratitude check-in. I'll give you self-care tips for the holidays, a guided meditation to de-stress during the holidays, which we're actually going to do together, and an opportunity for you to take these teachings home with you. So our first thing we're going to cover is what is Kundalini Yoga. So Kundalini Yoga is an ancient practice that has been around for over 4,000 years. It focuses on the chakras, on repetitive movements, and on breath exercises, and also chanting. So it's 4,000 years old, focuses on the chakras, repetitive movement, breath exercises, and chanting. It is also a tool to relieve stress, to promote a healthy body, mind, and spirit, and also to connect you with the deep and life-changing spirituality. It also clears your mind of your negative thoughts and negative patterns. And in patterns in general, they don't always have to be negative, but sometimes we have patterns that are sort of they don't serve us. They're not like they're negative, they're not against us, but they don't serve us. So it clears your mind of those patterns so that you can find stillness and freedom. So I actually wanted to answer your question, Hazel, right now, before we move on to the how to take care of your body. So the actual word Kundalini, I mean, the definition of the word Kundalini, of the practice of Kundalini is what I just covered, but the actual word Kundal, it's like a separation. Like kundal is the original part of the word, and it basically means the curl of the hair of the beloved. And so it's like an image that it gives you, right? So the beloved is the divine. It's that divine force, that divine power. And the curl of the hair is like the spiral energy. The energy of the Kundalini starts at the base of the spine and spirals all the way up the spine, all through the chakras and out the crown of your head. So that's the curl of the hair of the beloved. That's the Kundalini energy that spirals up the spine and opens up through your crown and connects you to that divine force, to the universe. So it's pretty awesome meaning of that word. And I'm really glad that you asked, because most people, I haven't gotten that question in a while, actually, but I love what it actually means. So the curl of the hair of the beloved. And actually the hair too is connected to the radiant body. And the radiant body is your radiance. It's your it's like your, if you had a light surrounding you, sort of a glow around you, that's connected to your hair. And so the hair, the curl of the hair of the beloved is like, you know, that divine radiance as well. All right, so are you ready for your holiday season to get better? I hope so. Let's get into the main part of this webinar, which is how to take care of yourself during the holidays. So who feels like they are struggling during the holidays? Who feels like they ease through them? And maybe what is one thing that could be better for you during this time? Does it bring anything up for you? You can type it in on the chat box. So what does maybe this time bring for you? What do you struggle with during the holidays? Or what feels like it's easy for you? So I can share mine if you guys want to share in the chat while you guys are typing in. So what I feel like I struggle with during the holidays is always being with my family. It's almost like sometimes it's a struggle to get together. And luckily this year was completely different. But most years I feel like it's been a struggle where I either can only see my mom because she's in California, or I can only see my sister because she used to be in Portland. And that seemed to be a struggle for me. And not being around family brings up a lot of sadness for me. So that's what I struggle with during the holidays. And one thing that could be better during this time is I really enjoy having time to myself. And sometimes, you know, during the holidays, it almost feels like I have, it's weird. It's like the opposite. I feel like I have maybe too much time because there's time off. You don't have to work. A lot of people are home with their families. And so most years, it's been sort of a time of sadness for me, which is really interesting. And there's a lot of pressure for us to, you know, buy the right gifts, have the right decorations, you know, have the right gathering, have the right people around us. And there's a lot of pressure. And for a lot of us, that can cause some stress. So let me see what you guys wrote. It's hard to deal with the cold and the holiday stress. I eat too much. I shop too much. I end up heavier and broke. That's funny, Hazel. Yes, I mean, I agree with both of you guys. It's a money thing too, because we end up like spending all this money, and then the gifts that we give people aren't really what we're doing, because what we're doing when we're giving gifts is actually just giving a little bit of our love to someone. And there's ways to show that you know, where you don't actually have to buy something. And so that brings stress. It's like spending money could bring stress because it's like extra money that you need to have. It's not something that you would normally have all the time to like spend all this money. And the eating too. There's so many like, you know, pastries and things that, you know, every time there's a holiday, it seems to be a big time for eating. So I agree with you too. A lot of people focus their, you know, their New Year's on like, you know, their resolutions on like getting fit and doing all these things. And a lot of the time it's because right before that, they're like binging on food or something because it's the holidays and they're just going from like one holiday party to the next. So totally agree with you guys and what you guys have stress with in your lives. So let's continue. My family has expensive taste, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess that is unfortunate. All right, so let's do a quick gratitude check-in. I want you to tell me, what is one thing that you're absolutely grateful for right now? You can write it in the chat and let's share it. So one thing that you are absolutely grateful for right now. For me, I am really grateful for having my own place. It's been a little bit of a struggle for me for the last few years, having like my own little apartment where I don't have any roommates. That's been a really good struggle. So right now in this moment, I'm feeling really thankful for that. I'm feeling really thankful for having, you know, the things that for some people, they're just like normal and automatic. But for me, they've been a little bit of a challenge, like having a place, having Wi-Fi, you know, having, you know, the luxury of like my own bathroom and things like that. So I'm really thankful for that. So you guys, you're thankful for spending time with your family and having a safe place to live. Yes, that's great. All right. Grateful for vegan ice cream and Boca spicy crispy chicken patty. Yum, that sounds really good. And Nutella? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, you're really thankful for having really good food. That's awesome because that's always, it's kind of hard to find sometimes. So I'm going to share with you some amazing yogic tips for self-care. So here's the why. Here's why I'm sharing this information with you, because I truly believe that taking care of yourself is the number one thing that you can do to de-stress your life. We sometimes think that we have to do something maybe outside of ourselves, but really it's the work within that is what creates that change in us. And really all the stress, all the things are inside of us. They're, you know, inside our bodies, inside our energy, inside our hearts, and all of the emotions that we feel. And the stress is a physiological thing. And so what is important is taking care of yourself, because if you don't have health, if you don't have, you know, a body that you take care of, a body that can, you know, take you to the places you want to go and do all the exercises that you want to do, if you don't have that, then it's really difficult to be happy in your life. And that's why it's so important to take care of yourself. You're also happy for Trader Joe's chocolate cookie spread. Oh, nice. That's the new Nutella. Yum. Oh my gosh, that sounds really good. I'm going to have to go try it. All right, so whether you are stressed out or not, these tips are, they're great for maintaining yourself in balance and also in health. So let's continue. All right, so I have separated these self-care tips into 4 different categories. So what I'm going to do is go over each category and give you a overview of some of the things that you can do in your everyday life to help take care of your body. Okay. So here we go. The 4 topics are the physical body, for how to take care of yourself in your mind, for your energetic body, so the aura, the magnetic field, the arc line, the radiant body, the subtle body, and the pranic body. And also for your emotional body. So let me know if you can still see the slides. I think we're having a little bit of a glitch. All right, we are good. Okay, so how to take care of your physical body. So there's 6 things that I wanted to share with you about how to take care of your physical body. The very first one is to take baths. So taking a bath, I mean, I know not all of us have a bathtub and not all of us have a a bathroom where we can do this at. But if you do, that is such a great thing, especially during the winter. So you want to submerge yourself in water, because water is very, and you want to use Epsom salt and essential oil aromatherapy. And there are these little packets that you can get Whole Foods that have the essential oil blend, and this for your bathtub. Have you guys ever used those before? Let me know in the chat if you've ever used those before. So that's one of the things that you can do to take care of your physical body. Another thing that you want to do is to drink a lot of water, tons of water every single day. And so what drinking water does is it gives you an opportunity to hydrate yourself. And if you live in a place where it's very dry climate or something like that, then drinking lots of water is going to be very important. But when you stay hydrated, it's actually, when you stay hydrated, it's part of what keeps your energy clear, because you're adding water to your body, and because we're made up mostly of water, then that's how we cleanse. Water is very clearing. All right, the other thing is to eat organic, non-GMO food, and you want to cook more and eat out less. So that's actually a really important tip that we can all do, because it's easy for us to go eat out, especially during the holidays. But see if you can be at home and cook a little bit more and cook the right kinds of food, organic, non-GMO. A lot of us in the yoga community are vegan, and that's another great way to keep those organic and or those GMO foods away from the body. All right, the other thing to do to take care of your, yes, you can definitely add essential oils to the water, but I think you have to get the right kind. It would be safer for you to get the ones, there's like these little powder packets that are already have the essential oil in them, and you can get them at Whole Foods. I can't remember the name, but they're near like the bath section. All right. So the other thing is to exercise. So obviously Kundalini Yoga is one good thing that you can do to exercise the body, but there's so many different things, and many people have different types of exercises that they would rather choose to do. And so as long as you're moving your body, getting the blood moving, getting the heart pumping, then you're exercising. That can include hiking, biking, going to the gym, all of those things include. Oh, doTERRA has amazing edible essential oils. The digestive oil is so amazing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. So the other thing is to practice breathing meditation to expand your lung capacity. So basically just any type of yogic breath work. And I have, on my website, eaglestaryoga.com, I have there's one of the blogs is a breathing meditation. It's a meditation for emotional balance. And I'm actually and that's included in how to take care of your emotional body, but just so you guys know where you can find some of this stuff. And the other information is to get massages and get body work, like Thai massage is really good. Shiatsu massage is more like an energetic massage, and you can get that too. And then there's also like Swedish massage, which is more for the muscles and more for relaxing the body. So all of these things help to keep your body healthy and also the nervous system healthy as well. All right, so how can you take care of your mind? So the number one thing that you can do to take care of your mind is meditation, because meditation calms the mind and it also calms the nervous system. So we're actually going to practice a meditation together today, and that's going to be in a few slides. Oh, yeah, I noticed that. That's funny. Okay, so what you also want to do to take care of your mind is to become more aware of your thought patterns, especially your negative thought patterns. And it's not like you're going to judge yourself for it. You're just going to notice. You're just going to become a little more aware. Another way is to take on a 30-day positive affirmation practice. And one of the practices that I took on that is a great recommendation. It's a book called The Miracle Morning. The author is Hal Elrod. And what he does in this book is he gives you an opportunity to take on this 30-day affirmation practice, and he calls them the 6 savers. So it's like you do a silent meditation, you do affirmations, you do journaling. I mean, there's more things involved to it than just that. But the main thing that I got out of that practice is really, well, the journaling, but also the affirmations. And chanting these positive affirmations over and over actually starts to clear your subconscious mind, and it starts to open up new pathways of thinking. And so you start to change your reality, and that's how powerful it is. The last thing that you can do to take care of your mind is to be compassionate with yourself. So it takes time to break negative habits. It takes time to break any kind of habits. But here is, in the Kundalini Yoga tradition, these are the 4 different aspects of changing a habit and how long it would take to do that, and why it explains why we do like certain meditations for this amount of time or this many days and like that, because we always suggest that people do they take on a meditation for 40 days. So it takes 40 days to break a habit. It takes 90 days to affirm the new habit. 120 days to confirm that habit, and in 1,000 days you have mastered that habit. And this is like doing the meditation every single day, sometimes at the same time, sometimes at different times. So 40 days to break the habit, 90 days to affirm the new habit, 120 days you confirm the habit, and in 1,000 days you basically are that new habit. You've created this new reality for yourself. Okay, so how can you take care of your energetic bodies? So there's a few things. And, with the energy, what really helps is to help clear the space around you. So that's the first thing that I put on here. So you can burn Palo Santo, you can burn sage, or you can burn cedar. And all of those things are helping to clear negative energies around you. So if there's like a negative spirit, if there's just something lingering in the air, or even inside you, you can sage yourself as well. Just blow, the smoke towards you as it's burning, and maybe with the intention of clearing things out, then that will also help to clear the energy. Have positive and energy clearing mantras playing in your house 24/7. So what I do is I have my computer on, connected to the speakers, this little box speakers that I have, and I have the mantras playing literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the mantras, the Kundalini Yoga mantras, are exactly for that. Some of them are for clearing energies, some of them are for positivity, some of them are for the heart chakra, some of them are, different types of mantras that you can use, and they all have different aspects and different energies that they give out themselves. And it's like you're filling the room up with those vibrations. So that's another way that you can help clear your energetic bodies. You can also chant the protection mantra when you feel insecure or unsafe. And the protection mantra, can you give an example of a mantra that you like? Yes, so let's go with the protection mantra, since that's the next thing on the slide. So the protection mantra is Ad Gudei Name, Jugat Gudei Name, Sat Gudei Name, Siri Gurude Ve Name. And the protection mantra, it basically means I bow to the primal wisdom, I bow to the unseen wisdom, I bow to the wisdom throughout the ages, I bow to the wisdom, through the universe. That's basically what that mantra means. And when you chant it energetically, it gives you protection. It gives you an opportunity to call your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, all of those, beings that help you along your journey, along your path on this planet, and you call them in and ask them to hold space for you through, your journey. And this can be your journey of a Kundalini Yoga class. It can be your journey of just, being, having your day, going through your day. So that is one of my favorite mantras, and you can chant it anytime you want. Or you can have it playing on your music. One way to expand your aura is to wear white clothes. So when you wear white clothes, it actually makes your aura about, I think, 2 to 4 feet wider. So the color white, it makes sense. If you think of it in sort of a logical way, then the white reflects light. And so it's like when you're looking at things that are white, like for example the snow, it's like one of the most one of the things that's really in my mind right now, because it snows here in Colorado a lot. So when you look at white snow, it's almost like it's kind of like so bright, it's kind of like pushing you away a little bit. That's kind of what the wearing white clothing does. It's like the light gets reflected and it expands out, and that's how it expands your aura. If you want to think about it in sort of like more, scientific terms, looking at light and, vision in your eyes and stuff, but really that's what wearing white does. And that's why a lot of Kundalini yogis wear white when they meditate and even throughout their day. Okay. So another thing to take care of your energetic bodies is to practice meditations. Meditations that are specifically for the energy bodies. And the energy bodies are the arc line, the aura, the pranic body, the subtle body, and the radiant body. And I actually have just the thing for you, of course, because my my ebook is coming out, today, and so that's what I have on there: specific meditations. Oh yes, that would be a great thing to do, to add more white into your wardrobe. So the meditations that I have in the ebook are specific to each of the bodies. So you could do those. Those are a great practice to balance your energy bodies. And then the last thing that I would recommend is to get a diffuser and diffuse oils around your house. So some examples are lavender. Lavender is very calming. Tea tree is disinfecting and clearing. Palo Santo essential oil is for clearing negative energies and getting, like bad spirits out of the house. Lemon is energizing, and there's so many more. There's tons of different types. There's like rose, and that's calming as well. There's different combinations of that different companies have for essential oils that can be diffused in a diffuser. And the diffuser that I have is actually one that I got from Young Living, and that's just a company kind of like doTERRA that has different essential oils and different options, and they each have really amazing options. So I recommend Young Living because they have the Palo Santo, which I haven't seen anywhere else, but doTERRA is also good. And then also just going to your local Whole Foods, or if you guys have Vitamin Cottage where you're at, that is another way for you to get those essential oils, and also a diffuser as well. All right, let's move on to the emotional body. So how can you take care of your emotional body? Here's the first thing that I recommend. So I would really recommend that you give yourself space to breathe emotionally. And here's what I mean. It means that if you feel like crying, you should just let yourself cry. If you feel like you're getting angry, you should just let yourself get angry. You should let yourself feel your emotions. Avoid pushing the emotions away or hiding them, or, pushing them into the ground or pretending they're not there, because they're there and they need to come out. It's like the way that your body communicates with you. It's the way that your spirit communicates with you about what's going on. And it's a form of release. So you have to let yourself feel your emotions and about it, because a lot of the times when we're angry and we let ourselves get angry, the time that it takes to get over that anger is shorter and shorter the more you allow yourself to just feel it when it comes up. And also the same thing when you cry. If you feel like you need to cry, a lot of times you cry and you feel better after crying. It's like you feel like you released it, you let it go. And so that's what you want to let yourself do. That's to balance your emotional body. You can also use lavender oil on yourself when you need calming. If you're feeling like stressed out, or if you're feeling sad or any other negative emotion, and you need a little bit of like calming, then you can put lavender oil on your wrists, and you can put it a little bit on your third eye, and sometimes even a little bit on your upper lip, just right underneath your nose, where you're going to smell that oil, because that's how the oils work. It's through the smell, through smelling them, that they activate in your brain to release to give you the effect that the oil has. So lavender would be calming. You also want to do your best to stay positive and focus on your goals. And this is a great time to do that as well. So it's easy to get carried away in the whole like holiday season, all these things that you have to do, like, okay, buy these gifts, go get food, cook this, cook that. There's so many things that you can get caught up doing. But for example, for me, it's important for me to stay positive and to stay focused on my goals of, growing my business, growing Eagle Star Yoga, and getting these projects completed, because that I know that in the everyday life is what gives me strength and what gives me the happiness and the feeling of gratitude that I get. And that's on a daily basis. So these practices have to be on a daily basis to help sort of maintain you in that healthy state. All right, the other thing that you can do is to do the meditation for emotional balance. And I can show you how just really quickly. Actually, I'm going to wait until I switch over to when we do the meditation to show you how to do the meditation for emotional balance. But this is the meditation that I mentioned 2 slides ago that is really good for balancing the emotional body, and it's the meditation that is on one of my blogs. So if you go on the website, it's one of the blogs. It's the Meditations for Emotional Balance. Okie dokie. So here's a really cool quote from Catherine McCusker. She says, meditation will help you to strengthen your mind so that you can guide your body into achieving your dreams instead of being held back by negative thoughts. Let me repeat that. Meditation will help you to strengthen your mind so that you can guide your body into achieving your dreams instead of being held back by negative thoughts. Here's another one of my favorites by Martin Luther King Jr. He says, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. One step at a time, right? That's so important. All right, so yay, we've come to the time where we're going to do our meditation together. And it's a short meditation. We're going to do it for 3 minutes. And it's a meditation that you can do up to 11 minutes. But we'll do it for 3. And then you can do it at home again if you would like to. I know, they're great quotes. Let me explain to you exactly what the meditation means. What is the effect of it? So we've got these elements that are called the tattvas. The tattvas are basically earth, air, fire, water, and ether. And these 5 elements are categories of quality that are based in the energetic flow of your life force. If all of these elements are strong and in balance and located in their proper areas of the body, then you can resist stress, you can resist trauma, and you can resist illness. You don't get confused when there's conflicts between the 2 hemispheres of your brain as they compete for the right to make, and direct decisions. So that's what, the tattvas are basically. And that's what this meditation is all about. It is the tattva balance beyond stress and duality meditation. So this meditation uses the hand mudra to pressure the 10 points in the fingers that correlate to the zones of the brain in the 2 hemispheres. So the equal pressure causes a kind of communication and coordination between the 2 sides. So you're pressing the fingertips together. And I'll show you how to do it in a moment, but I just wanted to explain to you what it's actually doing. Kundalini Yoga a lot of the time is working with meridians. And these are the pressure points that we're talking about. The deep inhale that we're going to take in the meditation gives endurance and calmness. The exhale through the mouth strengthens the parasympathetic nervous systems from a control band of reflexes in the ring of the throat. This calms the reaction to stress. The strokes of the exhale stimulates the pituitary gland to optimize your clarity, intuition, and decision-making capacities. So this meditation resolves many inner conflicts, especially when the conflicts arise from the competition between the different levels of your functioning. For example, your spiritual versus your mental versus physical or survival needs. All righty. So we are going to practice this meditation together. And the way that we start every Kundalini Yoga meditation is by chanting, by tuning in, we call it. And we tune in with the phrase, the mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we follow it by chanting the protection mantra, Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gude Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. And that's the protection mantra that I just mentioned and explained earlier. So I'm going to leave it on this slide while we tune in. So you can see the mantra, so you can read the mantra, because a lot of times it's hard to sing along with me or chant with me because you don't know how to say it. So I want to leave it on this slide while we tune in, and then I'll switch it to the camera so you can see me while we're actually doing the meditation. Okie dokie. So from wherever you are tuning in, I want you to find a comfortable seat. And in this comfortable seat, you're going to lift your spine up. You're going to root through the sit bones. You're going to lift your heart up, and you're going to bring your hands in front of the heart, and we're going to rub the palms. So just rub the hands together. You can close your eyes. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring the hands to stillness in front of your heart center, and we will tune in. We will chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times and the protection mantra 3 times right after that. So inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. At Gude Name, Jugat Gude Name, Sat Gude Name, Siri Gurudev Name. At Gude Name, Jugat Gude Name, Sat Gude Name, Siri Gurudev Name. At Gude Name, Jugat Gude Name, Sat Gude Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Pull up on the root lock, navel in, tuck the chin. Feel the energy rise up the spine. Keep holding the breath. And exhale the breath. Keep your eyes closed. And just feel the stillness. Feel the energy that you just shifted. I'm changing to the camera here. All right, guys. So now you should be able to see me. Let me know if you can't. but hopefully you can. All right, so let's begin the meditation together. So here is the mudra that you do with your hands. You bring your hands up like this, and all of the pads of the fingers are going to touch. So same finger to same finger, touch the pads together. There's going to be pressure in the hands. So if you see, this is like no pressure, this is pressure. So you want there to be a little bit of pressure. So the pads of the fingers are completely together, and you hold this mudra in front of your solar plexus, just like this. So keep the pressure with your hands. Your eyes are gazing at the tip of your nose. So just right here, you're just looking slightly down, pressure in the pads of the fingers. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment before we begin, and just find a long, deep, slow breathing. All right, open your eyes. Here's the breath work that we're going to do. With your inhale, you're going to inhale through the nose, a nice, long, deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to exhale through the mouth in 8 equal parts. And as you exhale each little part, you pull your navel in. So it will look like this. I just want to make sure you guys can see the navel. So you'll take a deep breath in. Exhale in 8 parts through the mouth. And then inhale again through the nose. Exhale in 8 parts through the mouth while pumping the belly in. Inhale through the nose. Exhale in 8 parts through the mouth, pump the belly in each time. Now gaze at the tip of the nose and keep that breath going. Inhale through the nose. Exhale in 8 parts through the mouth. Keep going. Keep the pressure on the fingers. Keep going with the breath. One more. Now take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath in, pull the root lock up, navel in, hold the mudra in the hands, create the pressure. Lift the energy up the spine and through the crown of your head, the Kundalini energy lifted up. Exhale. Let your hands relax down for a moment. Keep the eyes closed. And feel that shift. The balance between all of the 5 elements have been balanced for you in your mind, in your brain. We're going to tune out chanting one long Satnam. So bring the hands to your heart center. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. We chant together. Inhale. Sa. Na. Be still right here. All right, I would love to know how that meditation was for you. Do you guys have any questions about the meditation? We did that for 3 minutes, and you can do it up to 11 minutes. If you practice it at home, make sure that you tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo and the protection mantra, Ad Gurudev Name, Jugat Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Siri Gurudev Name, and you finish with one long Sat Nam. You feel warm, oxygenated. Great. That's great, Hazel. I'm glad that you enjoyed that meditation. And now I want to introduce you to the project that I have been working on for this last month. I am so excited to share this with you guys. So the project is an ebook that I have written. It's called Balance Your 10 Bodies. So I'm going to explain to you what you get. First, we're going to go over what you get with this 10 Bodies ebook. All right. So what you get, there's 4 things. It's really simple. And I hope that you really are called to take on this Kundalini practice. So the first thing you get is a description of each of the 10 bodies. The 10 bodies in Kundalini Yoga are the soul, the negative, the positive, and the neutral mind, the physical body, the arc line, the aura, the pranic body, the subtle body, and the radiant body. And then there's the embodiment of all the 10 bodies, which is the number 11. So that's what you get. You get a description of each of those bodies. You also get guided meditations for each of the bodies. And not only meditations, but also warm-ups that help you get into the meditation itself. They help your body get your body ready to meditate. The other thing you get is journal questions to help you reflect on your experience, to help you reflect on and become aware of whether the 10 bodies are balanced for you in your life, or maybe they're unbalanced. You get to answer the questions that help bring up the things that you need to deal with in your life. And you will also get 3 audio recordings to help you practice the meditations. This is what I am offering. So 4 things that I am offering to you. The first one is an opportunity for you to balance your 10 bodies. A guide to help you understand more about yourself and your life. I'm offering you a chance to release negative habits and replace them with positive ones. And also an opportunity to dive into the world of Kundalini Yoga and meditation. Now, here is what you are going to create with this ebook. You're going to create, 1, a more balanced life. 2, you're going to create a meditation practice to support you in balancing your 10 bodies. If you put in the time, you're going to create peace, joy, abundance, and happiness in your life, and you're going to create your life of purpose. I would love to know if you guys have any questions at this point. Any questions about anything? I know, Hazel, you had a question about what the word Kundalini Yoga or the word Kundalini meant, and it means the curl of the hair of the beloved. And if you have any other questions, type them in the chat box, and I will get them answered for you. Maybe there's a question you have about the 10 book, the actual ebook. Maybe there's a question about the meditation. Maybe something came up that I didn't cover that you would have liked me to cover during this time. So feel free to ask me now. You have me here live to ask me pretty much whatever you want about Kundalini Yoga and meditation. And I really hope that you enjoyed this presentation, this webinar, and that you get the ebook so that you can take this practice and do it every day at home. So the audio is it's me tuning in with the Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and also the Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. And the other audio is the Longtime Sunshine song. So when you practice each meditation, you tune in, you do the warm-ups, you do the meditation, and then you finish with the Longtime Sunshine song and 3 long satnams, which will be included with it. So it's a beautiful song, and I've sang it a few times in one of my a few of my Periscope videos when I've done the meditations. And the other one is the embodiment of all the 10 bodies has a meditation that is with chanting, and so you will get the audio recording of that chant that you can just chant along with. Oh, you're welcome. So the book is like a class for each body, kind of. So it's warm-ups. Usually you would do in a regular Kundalini Yoga class, you would do the warm-ups, you would do a Kriya, you would do a Shavasana, a meditation, and then you would tune out. But this doesn't include Kriyas. It only includes the warm-ups and the meditations. But it is like a mini class for each of the 10 bodies. How long should each body meditation take? Most of them are 11 minutes each. And there's instructions in the book on how long each meditation is for. Am I supposed to practice it every day? And how long should I practice each body? Well, that's a great question. So what you can do, here's one way that I would recommend trying, these meditations out. I would suggest doing like a 40-day meditation. If you wanted to focus on one of the bodies, then what you would do is take that meditation for that body and maybe practice what that one chapter says for 40 days straight. When you go into the book, you're also going to get the instructions on how to do your numerology. And in your numerology, one of the numbers that you decipher is what your karma number is. And so when you find out what your karma is in this lifetime, which body is your karma. For example, for me, my karma is the sixth body, the arc line. So I could take on a 40-day meditation to strengthen my arc line because that is my karma in this lifetime. That's one option. The other option you can do is to do one meditation each day, and it'll go for 11 days, because there's also a chapter on the 11th body, the embodiment of all the 10 bodies. So on the first day, you would do the meditation for the soul body. On the second day, you would do the meditation for the negative mind, and so on and so forth. And on the 11th day, you would do a whole kriya, a practice for all of the 10 bodies. So that's the other option. And then there's one more option that you can take, which is to practice the kriya, the 11th body, the kriya for to activate and balance your 10 bodies. And you can do that for, let's say, a 40-day practice if you wanted to do something a little bit more, a little longer, a little bit more rigorous. All right. Thank you for this workshop. It was wonderful. I can't wait to get the book. Yay! That's exciting, Hazel. So thank you too for being here, you guys. Thank you if you are watching the replay. I love to hear your comments, so you can always go on my website, eaglestaryoga.com, and just sign up for the newsletter, the blog, which will give you lots more information about Kundalini Yoga, and that is my passion that I want to share with the world. What's the the bonus about? Where is the bonus? Today's bonus, 10 Bodies ebook. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's so funny. I have my sister over here with me. So, okay, the bonus is that the 10 Bodies ebook is offered for $9.99, $9.99 until December 31st. And then after December 31st, it's going to go up to $14.99, which is not even that big of an increase. So either way, but it'd be a good idea for you guys to get it before, you know, the 31st, so that you can get it at that cheaper price of only $9.99. And then after the 31st, it goes up to $14.99. So right now we have it as a PDF file, but we are hoping to put it on Amazon as well. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I am going to tune out now, but I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you on Periscope. If you don't know me on Periscope yet, my handle is @EagleStarYoga. All right, guys. Satnam, everyone.